guys? Welcome back to some more wow, I effed that up real bad. Yo, what is up, guys? My name is DK, and welcome back to more Granblue Fantasy Relink. Relink. So today, I think it's time to go over some of the stuff because I was talking to myself, thinking about it, but I feel like it's time to do this. So in and I'm not gonna really care. This is the main menu. So let's show off. So first we have, if you see these, there's wish list, character details, and just X. Oh, that's X. So go to character details. They basically tell you a lot about the character and what you want to do. So first of all, let me go to character details. And first, if you see the bottom, there's trait details, command list. Yes, there's actually a command list with combos and stuff, and customized characters. At any for basically your character, you could basically make it any. Switch between Graham and Jita. I think that's her name. Yeah, Jita. I'm just gonna call it Jita. And basically you could just switch between them, and they have some other costumes. That's her without her armor, and that's her with her armor. And then you can also switch the colors. I think now I am gonna go with this one, color number 6. But also, yeah, let me, and also it shows support skills. So this is basically the thing wanted to was waiting to see if the game told you, but they don't. So the Vegeta has 2 support skills, and one of them is Adapt Arts. And basically, it says skills are enhanced based off of Adapt Art level. 11 combo finishes raises art levels, and the levels reset shortly after a skill is activated. And Adrenaline Rush greatly increases power raise charge speed when when charged immediately after a combo finishes. So I think if I'm right, power raise is a certain skill, but also there's equipment. Every single character has their own equipment. Wow, I did nothing for you. Wow, I really didn't care for much for you. So yeah, every single character has basically their own equipment, and the equipment does matter because there are each weapon has their own class. So there's which one is the base one? Which one is the base one? That's not the base one. Yeah, this is the base one, Defender. Then you have Executioner. Then you have Stinger, Stunner. This one is from DLC, and then you have Ascension weapons. There is one other class of weapons higher than Ascension weapons that only the main. There's only 3 people in the game that don't have them, and it's the 3 DLC character, Sandafon, Twain, and Sephon? Yeah, Sephon. The, and I think my character that has that, the only character that really has that um yeah, is Terminus weapons. I'll go into these are the ultimate weapons in the game. When they drop, they come in plus 99, max statted, everything with it. So how do you get these? It is I'll have to definitely that. Oh wait, oh, I didn't know. Oh, well, that's something I just found out. I didn't know you could just change the skin on based off what you how you want it to look like. Nice. I'm gonna do that. So yeah, wow, I did not know that. I'm learning something new every day. So each character has their own unique detail to them. Now we go over to trait det. And here's the thing: the biggest thing about the game is the sigils. Oh boy, sigil. Remember what you see, this guy, sigils is basically the main surface of the grinding in this game. Every sigil matters, and basically what each sigil does, they something on, boosts up something on your weapon. So for example, the attack one raises attack. Attack one raises attack. This one so the traits is the attack one raises attack, HP raises HP, Tyrant reduces my base HP but exchanges for boosted attack, Combo Booster basically the more boosts the damage for every successful hit, Combo Finisher basically boosts the damage when I finish combos, Firm Stance. The traits is basically where a lot of the things go in, but you can also see the traits have levels. depending on the level that you have on them, I think I could go here. Yep. Yep, it will boost up your weapon and everything. It does more. So basically, my attack is my level for attack on my sword is at level 46, so I get plus 150 plus 150. If I got it to 50, it's 200. So now, so now people might be asking, so how does that? So what does that mean for the sigils? So you might, so basically, if for your sigils, you want to get your sigils to a certain level to make sure you have enough slots to put on whatever else you want onto that sigil, onto your equipment. So that's where most of the grinding comes. But and also you might could tell from some of the better let me go up to upgrade sigils. So for some of the better upgrade sigils like the alpha, like this one and like Path of Mastery. I think one of them I could grab it right here. Yeah, right here. And just getting some of the plus 15 ones, you have Silver Centurion, Silver Cen, Silver Centrum, which is basically that. Those are by far the hardest things to grab in the game because there's only really one quest you're really guaranteed to grab them, and it is a really difficult quest. Really difficult raid. It is not much of a quest. It's a raid. It's a raid. So yeah, and if you guys want to know what Alpha does, like these are also only something that drops from one of the most difficult quests in the game. And let me just show you what it does. Yeah, it's basically somewhat, it's basically damage. No, it's right here. This is Alpha. Just basically boosts up your damage cat for square and triangle moves. And also your SBA gauge gain plus 20% for all allies upon your Skybound Arch. So basically, it also boosts up your Skybound Arch gain whenever you do a Skybound Arch. Yeah, those sigils is basically the main thing about the game. There's skill there, and the next thing is the skills. There are tons of skills in the game. Every character has their own has skills. So I have my own skills. With her, it's nope, not this one. Not armor break. That's phalanx. I'll put that on there. Air rain, which is basically just targets on the enemy and lowers the enemy's attack. And is it? Yeah, no, is it rage? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, no. It's not rage. You don't know. Yeah, one of them is rage and one of them is panacea. So basically, so yeah, each character plays a certain role. Some characters could, but Vegeta slash Grand could play both roles as a support and offensive. But also, every single character has their own thing. It also tells you what they do. You could also eventually test them out in a certain area later on. But anyways, yeah. Also, if you could tell, there are elements into the game. Like one of them says fire. Fire. It's wind, water, fire, light, earth, and dark. Each character plays a specific. So basically, that also helps out with enemy weaknesses and all that stuff. But that is possibly, I think. And then there's these masteries. If you could tell, all my masteries are max level. But this is how you also unlock other skills. This is other skills. So for example, you're gonna unlock more skill slots, more I think this also helps you unlock more. Yeah, this helps you unlock more sigil slots, max out your sigil slots, and everything else. Then there's ones specifically that your weapons can get, where if you upgrade a weapon to a certain point, you can unlock more to get more buffs to your character. And then there's overmastery. Your character has to be max level for this, and then it gives you, of course, a little bit more boost like attack. But these ones are more RNG, so you're just begging and hoping for the best. I think that's basically it for masteries, and I think that's it for skills. Yeah. So basically, throughout this playthrough, I'm just gonna be trying to see if I can show off as much of the characters as I can. can for the main story, and then I'll show off some characters on quests. There also are some side quests in the overworld, which might help you grind. So, but since I've already basically did them all, you don't have to worry about it. All right. Oh man, that was a long. That was. Yeah, sorry about that. I accidentally clicked the stop record button. So, yep. Let's see what I can do here. So yeah, this is just talking about Rosa and about how we all eventually met her. Oh jeez. Oh, you heard that. And my audio is really low, so I can't really hear. It's funny because if you guys don't know, if you don't know, Rosetta's supposed to be a goddess, I think. Yeah. I think she's supposed to be a... I think she's supposed... Yeah, I think if you're right, she's supposed to be a goddess. Yeah, she's a primal beast, which is weird. Yeah, no, she's a primal beast, which is fun, which is weird. Well, there's supposed to be like 3 different forms of her. One that's human, one that looks like human, and one that's a primal beast. So yeah, a lot of like this is like that's the thing. Some of the lore on some of these characters are interesting. But this game introduced 3 characters that you don't see that you legitimately will have to dive in to understand. And one of them is right here, Io. What's that? Io or Lo? Who's basically her main reason for being here. Oh, she's the incarnation of the Rose Queen. As in contact with both of you and the Black Knight. Yep. Okay, yeah, she's supposed to be a incarnation of the Rose Queen. Gosh dang. I'm gonna have to edit that. I don't really got time. Gosh. So yeah, the reason why she's here. The reason why Io's here is just because she. It's because she Gosh dang. It's because she looks up to Rosetta, to Rose. Yeah, to Rose. Yeah, let's just show it to Rose because Rose is a powerful magician. Let me just sorry, I'm trying to do a little bit of things over here. Whoop, jump. We're gonna choose Gotham now. Yeah, I should let that dialogue go because you get a little bit of backstory. Man, you basically, so Catalina is basically here as so her backstory is that, oh my goodness, mistakenly she tried to kill, hurt you slash Graham or whoever you chose, and then it ended up becoming a whole mess. But she's really devoted and everything. Yeah, no one's gonna be in the party. So since I accidentally stopped the recording, I think I can make this a little bit longer. Gosh, I didn't want to do that. Oh well, you guys get a longer part, so be happy.
海の島アウギュステで出会った元傭兵の戦士。その豊富な知識と観察眼で私たちの旅を支えてくれてる。
He does. We'll eventually find out more about him. He's already drunk. Okay, also there is one thing that I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, see? Primeval God. So there is I just forgot what I was gonna say, but I was going to say I am stupid as stupid could be. What was I about to say? Oh, nope, lost the train of thought.
ラカムさん、私たちの船グランサイファーを狩る凄腕の操舵士。ぶっきらぼうでシャイだけど、なんだかんだで優しいんだよね。
If you can't tell, Rockin is the one he's basically the head captain of the Grand. Well, you know what? No, let's just say he's the captain of the airship. He basically does her repairs, so he's basically this game. Well, actually, that is kind of a comparison. He is this game's Usopp. Oh, so yep. And I just remember what I was gonna say. The one thing that I don't like is that if you want to switch your characters, you're going to have to go. You're going to have to go. You're going to have to come back to the base place and then continue doing where you went. Gosh, man, I have. Oh, that's the problem about having OCD. If you do not remember what you're saying, your brain just starts dying. Or is it just probably my brain? I don't mind it, but I just love just this. Quick question. All right. So the one thing I also want to know is I finished solo leveling season 2. I wonder, like, am I the bad person to think that solo leveling season 2 was amazing, or am I crazy, or is it just that people are crazy, or just at this point just starting to hate everything? Anyways, I wonder if this has watermarks. Anyways, yep. And now what we do is we go immediately back into. We go back to the church immediately, and we're about to meet another character. Still can't customize my party, so I still gotta wait. So let's wait right here, and my computer's acting stupid. Yeah, no reason to really do anything else. I really want to start showing off what everyone else does. Oh. Oh, there it is. Yep, I just forgot its name for a quick one. Grand Cipher. Um.
今日私がグランサイファーから落ちた時の話なんですけど、あなたがすぐに手を掴んでくれて、私すごく嬉しかったです。今までいろんなことがありました。いろんな島を旅して、いろんな人と出会って、危険な目に遭うこともありましたけど、いつもあなたが助けてくれて、本当にたくさん感謝しているんです。
I'm sorry.
あ
Yep.
なたと私は
Just talking about
一心同
backstory.
体だから。
I'm not looking at her.
だからこれからもずっと一緒に旅を
Oh.
続けましょう。
Oh, am I looking at her? Okay. I think it was just the angle. It didn't make it look like I was looking at her. I was just
なんだ
weirded
か少
out.
し恥ずかしいです。
All right, there we go. Oh, I'm wearing the.
いい香りでしょ。そうね。
Can't really change anything else on anyone.
すまねえ、待たせちまったな。グランサイファーの修理を頼んできた。
よかった。ありがとうラカム。さて、船の修理が済むまでは
I
この
just
町
gave
で。
up trying to. Oh, yep. Here's the next
なん
character.
か声が。
では行ってきます。
Forgot his name.
失礼しました。僕はトカゲが苦手なもので。
おいこら、おいらはトカゲじゃね
喋った？
待ってくれ。驚かせてしまい失礼した。私たちは旅の気空団だ。怪しいものではない。そして彼は B 君。驚くのも無理はないが害はない。それどころか、むしろとても可愛らしい。
え。姉さん、違うぜ。おいらはかっこいいドラゴンだ。
I don't see what's the problem about being called a lovely
気空団
dragon.
の方でしたか。そうだ。自己紹介がまだでしたね。僕は
ローランさん、助けてくれ。
Oh, there it is,
俺た
Roland.
ちの村にいきなり
Kind of just.
竜巻が。
竜巻風？まさかテンペールの聖少獣が。あなたはフォルカで待機してください。あと
Yep,
は僕に
primal
任せて。
being.
ああ、気空団の方々、すみませんが休養ができてしまい失礼します。
ああ、ちょっと。行っちまったな。
Yep.
ただごとでは
I
ないのは
don't
確かだな。
still don't think you could custom. Yeah, still can't customize my party. So boop 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 boop.
テンペールにはまだ逃げ遅れた人たちがいる。一体どうすれば。突然祭壇が光り出したと思ったら恐ろしい突風が。星神様が怒っているんだ。
I think.
落ち着いてください。詳しい状況を教えてもらえますか？
そうだ、そうだな。
祭壇、突風、星神様。
Alter fierce winds. Yep.
なあ、これって。
なんか気なくせえな。バハムートが暴れたのも無関係じゃなさそうだ
It's
な。
weird. I can't. All the ones that you wanted.
あのメガネの人、何か知ってそう。ねえ、ついて行ってみない？
そうだな。どうする団長？
You think? Yep.
困ってる人を放ってはおけない。だな、お前の言う通りだぜ。
I don't know what this
よ
is.
し。それでは行ってきます。 おや、
Still
先ほど
okay.
はどうも。なんだかドタバタしてすみません。ご用事でしたら後日でお願いしたく、これから町を出なければいけなくて。
担当直入によ。
Mm-mm.
私たちも同行させて
Still
はも
can't.
らえないだろうか。
Please. Are you guys gonna?
Eh?
Are you guys gonna allow me to
Oh,
you know?
何やら困っているのではないか。内容によっては力になれればと。
それはありがたい話ですが、
さっき青少獣って言ってましたよね。もしそれで困っているなら助けになりたいんです。
俺らは今日この空域にたどり着いたんだが、
I guess while I
着いた
do this. Sorry, give me. All right.
そうから人も
Sorry about that. I had to do
青
something real
少
quick.
獣か星神様かわからんが、俺らも無関係じゃねえと思ってるのさ。
つまり
So
私
we're
たちの
starting to
目
reach
的も
the
同じ
end
ってことね。
of this.
それなら問題はないでしょ。
いや、しかし、
So, ladies and gentlemen,
確かに
um,
人手は多い方
oh
が
my
いいです
goodness, I want to switch my party.
わかりまし
They
た。
have a little bit of combat
で
in
は
this
お
part.
願いできますか。
Looks like a gift horse.
現地では何が起こるかわかりません。
Oh, is that all?
今
Is
のう
that
ちに準備を整えておいてください。
is that what it's called? I always thought it was always don't look a GIF horse to the in the mouth. Never. And okay, yep, there it is. Now we could actually customize our party. Which, as you guys can see, they switched me to my main party, to the main party I use, to the main party I use whenever I'm grinding or doing anything really. So that's convenient. So let me. So we already sold a lot of Vegeta. So I'm
準備
gonna
は
be
万全だ。
Catalina,
おう
Rockham,
任せとけ。
ここは任せて。
Vegeta, and
頼り
Io.
にしてよね。
So I guess I'll show off what each of the characters I'm using. So Blue, so she has her character. First of all, let me just. Gosh, I really don't want to switch it because the black looks so good on her. Oh wait a minute, this looks better. Oh shoot, I'm choosing number one. So yeah, certain characters have changing costume. Not every character has a different costume and spirit, different appearance to change into. Not everyone has a different costume, which I think is a kind of like a small downside, because I would really want to see other people have different costumes. So what Catalina does is is Blue Radiance allows Arius to temporarily join Catalina when Arius's gauge is full. Perform a combo finisher and link skill to summon Arius. That I'll get into it. And then she has Vowed by the Sword. Catalina's skills and Skybound Arch are enhanced while I said Arius. Ares is summoned. And her skills basically she has Heal, Frozen Blade, which is I think is just a thrust. Emerald Shield, which is a defense buff, and Winter Rain, which is a down attack. Ham. Oh, so it is Rack. Now let's just call him Rack. Rack's support skill is Bullseye. Bullseye, I will show that off, and he has Rhythmic Trigger allows Rock'em through 3 burst shots by long pressing square burst. Burst fires attacks deal more damage when chained together with perfect timing. So yeah, so there are certain characters. So certain characters are more difficult. So even in this game, sorry, give me a minute. I gotta change it. So even in this game, yes, there is a seal rate to certain characters. Some characters are easier to use than others. So Rack is one of the easiest characters along with Vegeta, and I think there is one character who we're gonna go. She's the Black Mage. She's a Black Mage whose whole entire thing revolves around her skill. Wait, does she get the? Yes, she does. Who revolves around her skill, Stargaze. This is 6. Who revolves around her skill, her unique skill, Stargaze, which basically can be charged up. So how many mixed Mystic Vortex orbs Eo has, and landing a fully charged square spell grants an orb. So basically some of these are really I'll just could just tell you, but I'm gonna have to show you. And greatly increases starter gauges. Greatly increases starter gauges speed when charged immediately after gaining a Mystic Vortex orb. Some characters I'm just gonna have to show you, but And also, if you guys want to know where characters are,
どの団
right
員
here.
さんをお呼びしますか？
Almost all your characters are right here. And yes, as you can tell, there are people who are easy. It shows right there ease of use. Charlotte, Charlotte, yeah, Charlotte is really easy to use because she just, as you could just see, her square is just a mash. It's just a mash. Mash her triangle does the gives her a down slash. Uh, Gondon, I think Gohan. I don't know how to pronounce his name because yeah, if you could tell, yeah, you see he's 1 star. He's possibly the hardest character to use, and he is possibly the least used character in the game. He's because if you're choosing a fire character, let me just see. When it comes to light characters, there are like one, two, three. There's one, two, three, four already like good light characters. When it comes to fire characters, there's already like 2 fire characters you're gonna choose, and he's not gonna be one of them. And fairy, fairy, yeah, it is fairy. Fairy is it's mid, but what she brings to the party is long range. I legitimately can't wait to show you. Narma is basically how she plays inside the game, the game. But of course, I'm going to be showing her off. Lancelot. Okay, when it comes to dark characters, and also when it comes to dark characters, she's probably the most used. There's only 4. Okay, so there's only 4 dark characters in the game. It's her and Base when we get down to him. But Lancelot is he's possibly one of the best water attribute characters you're going to be using, and just basically most fun. I would say he's my second favorite character just to use plainly.
ジーンの連成
Van is
ジーン
possibly
としちゃいます
is
よね。
has one of the is possibly one of the best support party characters because of one of his skills that just basically completely outclasses what anyone else does in the game. Percival. Remember when I told you there is a fire character that you're going to use out of everyone. There, Percival is the second. Is one. Percival is definitely one of the characters because of just how it works. He dishes out a lot of damage. He just does everything, and he does everything you want with a member, just for having a party member. Like this is the party member you want. Percival is like number one. Number one. Well, he's number 2 because of who number 1 is. If you guys could tell, they're right there. Siegfried is is one of the best Earth characters, but he's the second hardest character to learn because of his gimmick. And when we get to his gimmick, it's really you guys will see like but if you could get him down, he could easily be possibly one of the best characters in the game. You can see it like right there on the left on the video that they're kind of showing off what his gimmick is, but it doesn't show it off fully. So I'll definitely explain that. Um, I think it's Cagliostra. If you're gonna choose a support character, she's basically the support character of the game. There's no one better. There's no one worse. She's just the support character, and she's just real easy to use. She's nothing really about her is just hard or difficult. Difficult. Yan, yeah, Yo is I I can't really give you one on him because if I'm choosing a wind character, it's not him. It's mostly Jita or Graham that I'm using, and it's just that I don't. So when I do get to him, it's gonna be an experience for both of us, for both of
新
us.
しい空域でも
This is the fire character because I was just say if you guys saw right there on her video, she has a gimmick. One of the gimmicks is when she attacks from the sky, she kind of has like an infinite loop, which is why a lot of people love using Zeta in this game. Like, you could infinitely do her loop and just basically destroy bosses. She is the fire character. She is the fire character of choice. choice just for the loot. But if you're gonna choose for raw damage, you're gonna go with Percival. Vase is he they're not wrong when they say he's a difficult dark character, but what he does is really amazing. He eventually turns into a juggernaut, but eventually I will go over that. Saffron, I can't really tell you because again, when he came out during a weird time where he's a good character, but he just wasn't the best one to use with the DLC character. So when it comes to that, we're gonna be going over that together. Now, when it comes to light characters, uh, T Tuyan, I think just well Yen. Yen is the range, possibly everyone's favorite range character, and it's just because of what she can do. She could dish out damage. She's good at support, and she has her skills are just amazing. When and if you're playing the game, you're 9 times out of 10 going to be mainly using her on your party when you do get to it. Sandalphon is the easiest character in the game is again up there with the easiest character in the game to use. Again, we'll go over him definitely when we get there, and I'll show you why he's just super duper easy, and his gimmicks is just straightforward. All right, and also how you get some of these crewmate cards. You either have to get them from the Knacker shop, her treasure trades. Oh, I could get one of these, but no, I need to save those white plume ambrosias for something else. Um, from this shop, and in this shop you can buy silver centurions, but you will. Oh, you could just kill that a million times and get an infinite amount. Oh, sign me up. I yeah, there's a lot more in this than I thought. Yeah, okay. So there are certain. So yeah, sometimes you could grind up against easy enemies to get some of these. I didn't know that, huh? I guess there are because for certain people there are some bosses they don't want to go up against. So let me do something real quick. I need to go to that, add to my wish list, so I can actually see how easy that is. So yep, I'll be so yeah, nope. So yeah, this gives me a good reason. There is trade. There are Dahlia badges, Knuckles vouchers, vouchers. This is just in case if you want to have any worthless treasures, any worthless sigils, and any worthless whetstones, just to give you. Okay, I didn't even go over these. Wirestones can basically also buff up your weapons and give them certain things. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be using these. The ones you're really gonna probably use are like these ones. Sometimes they don't really come with really good stuff. You have to again, welcome to a game that's based off a gacha game. You're trying to get the best things, and it's 9 times out of 10 not gonna be there. Then of course you have transmute. Basically, this is another way how you could get sigils. And 9 times out of 10, some of these also come with character-specific sigils. This is a new thing that was added, so then eventually if you have two useless sigils that you want to combine to eventually try to see if you could RNG it, but 9 times out of 10 you're not using that. Artichoke fruit and weapon awakening. This is how you buff up your weapons a little bit more, but the weapons have to be max level, like level 150. So yeah, so the only characters I really could use it for is Rackham, which is also where you're gonna be using your Silver Centurions on. So yep, just prepare. This game, once it starts to get off, it's gonna start turning into like a grind. Feel like it started to be a grind fest, but I will say if you have friends or if you have people, or this might eventually be a good live streaming game. Oh yeah, and this is also oh wait, these aren't maxed awaken. I thought they were. So yeah, eventually also these are going to be used for eventually stuff to get awakened up to a weapon to be more powerful. But yeah, I thought that was max awaken. Huh. Oh yeah, and also I have his terminus weapon. I didn't even know that. Oh, all right. They're max starred. That's what they are. And then these are just to claim any add-ons. This game hasn't had any add-ons in a while. Add-ons in a while. So how long is this? Oh, it's gonna be like 40 minutes. 40 minutes. All right, I'm gonna stop this part right here. Right here. In the next part, we're gonna go more into. We're gonna actually start. We're gonna start the next quest. So I'll see you all in the next video.